Right, so good evening, everyone. My name's Dale. I run the Sacktheboss team. I'm fortunate enough to have Claire and Charliene on the call with us this evening. Girls, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Right, so for those of you that follow our page, our Facebook page is Sack the Boss. We're also on Instagram as Sack the Boss. We're on Twitter as Sack the Boss. We've got a website called Sack the Boss. So basically, the Sack the Boss team, we are all partners with UW. UW is one of the UK's largest companies, and what UW specialise is they specialise in helping people making money working from home. They can work from home either online or they can work from home face-to-face. But this is actually a first for us because we're doing our first Facebook Live with somebody who's currently isolating. Claire, would that be right?
Yeah, that's me, yeah. Holiday cut short last week, so yeah, we're at home till Thursday.
Oh, where were you on holiday?
Anglesey we were, in Anglesey, by the beach. Yeah, but we've got another holiday planned in August, so at least feel all right about it. It'll be all right.
Not all bad, not all bad. Good, right, okay, listen, let's get straight into it. So the reason we do these short Facebook Lives is it's a little bit of education for folk who follow the page, because there's a lot of people maybe looking for some flexibility in how they can make some money. And it's also to show other folk in the team that this business can actually be really simple and really easy. It's not plain sailing by any means. You know, we don't just touch things and they turn to gold, but it's a simple business and it can pay quite well if you just put a little bit of application into it. Now, Claire, would I be right in saying you got a promotion with us recently?
Yeah, so I made the promotion to QD, which is qualified distributor, when you get a certain number of customers. So. Yeah.
So tell me, Claire, who introduced you, first of all?
So it was a friend, Mel, who lives locally, who I knew through a playgroup that I used to run at a local school. So she'd come to that playgroup, and so I knew her through there. And then she just approached me to ask if I'd do a call with her last November. But I had heard of the company probably about 15 years ago, so it wasn't. I had heard a little bit about it. Yeah. And I thought, I'll sign up for the customer. And I thought, why not? Give it a go.
And so Charliene was one of the mentors for the company. So it was Charliene that got involved to help you with the actual training side of it. Would that be right?
Yeah, because Mel had only just signed up herself, really. She was quite new as well. So that's a great thing, really. Obviously, there's so much experience, so many experienced people who can help you. With Mel being so new, then I think it was you, Della, arranged for Charliene to give me some support as well, rather than just being supported by somebody brand new, which was great.
Yeah. And I do have to ask, Claire, you've got 4 children. Yeah. And most people, if they've got 4 children, haven't got enough time to make a cup of tea. Never mind have an additional business that they try and work around everything that goes with having 4 kids and, you know, running a house. And you also have a job at the school as well.
Yeah.
Why on earth are you doing this?
Yeah, I know. To be honest, I did think that when I thought, I like it, shall I just think about it for a bit? And then I thought, no, I'll sign up now. And then the reason I thought I could do it really was just how flexible it is, because I knew, like with there being there's no pressure, you know, there's no targets in that sense. You set your own targets. So I knew that I could have a burst of like a busy month, and then I could leave it for a couple of weeks if I needed to, or if one of the kids was ill or whatever. I knew I wasn't going to be the company wasn't going to be putting any pressure on me. It was just down to what I wanted to do. And also just because it was such a good, you know, it's so reasonable to join up and get all the training and everything. I didn't see it as a big risk in any way. I just thought I'll give it a go and, you know, see what I can fit in. Done a few calls with kids with my little one on my knee, and it's, you know, it's fine. It is a family friendly business, so really good. But the drive for me really was, with having so many kids close together, I have had some periods of time over the last 10 years where I've not worked, where I've been a full-time mum. So I haven't really I've got a very small pension, and I've got a small pension growing from where I work at the school at the moment. But it was the residual income that attracted me, really, because I thought, whatever I do, I can build something there for the future that'll add to, the bits that I've got already.
So can I just, for folk that are watching that maybe don't understand what that means, so partners with UW, there's 48,000 of us now. When we introduce somebody to UW, they get better value household services, gas, electricity, phone, broadband, mobile, all the boring stuff in life that we all need. But the reason so many partners join, it's not just for that upfront money, it's for what you've just said there. It's we get paid approximately £3 to £5 a month from every single customer that we introduce to Utility Warehouse, and we get paid that on a royalty basis. So as long as that customer's paying their bills to head office every month, then Claire, you're building that royalty check that, right now is not very big, let's be honest. But over time, like any investment, when you buy stocks and shares, your idea is to buy them when the share price is small, and then you make your money on the appreciation of the shares. Royalty income, it's the same idea. We start small, consistently build, add in more customers, and over time, maybe 3 to 5 years, that starts to build up to quite a considerable pension pot. So for anyone that's not familiar with what residual income or royalty income is, that's one of the biggest perks about how we get paid. And it is why so many folk, even though they've got full-time jobs, got 4 children, feel it's worthwhile putting that time and effort in. Now, Claire, when you're actually helping somebody, all you're really doing is showing them a better way on their bills, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just really about, showing them a different way to do things and simplify, and just to see what we can do for them, really. And I really like that side of it as well. I've always been, one for like number crunching and stuff and saving money in our own house, because obviously with being a full-time mum, that was a contribution I could make in times when I wasn't, contributing much financially. So I've always been pretty good at, being savvy and everything myself, and I love cash back. So yeah, I've always been like that. So it really suits me, to be part of a business that's really just looking at, can we help you save some money? That's just perfect,
So I've got, if it's okay, I'm very quickly, just because I know, Claire, there'll be people that know you that will see this, because we get hundreds, if not thousands, of views, especially on the kind of the replay side of this stuff. So I've got a wee introduction here from Joanna Lumley, and she's just going to explain to anyone watching how Claire and Charlene, if anyone knows the girls, how they can help folk maybe reduce their outgoings on their kind of monthly bills. So just a wee kind of minute and a bit from Joanna Lumley.
Hello. Over the last few years, I've been travelling the world, meeting some extraordinary people. And today I want to tell you about an extraordinary company I think will interest you. Why? Because they could help keep your household bills under control. Have you ever thought that your utility bills were too high? Your gas, electric? You're not the only one. 20 years ago, a dashing young entrepreneur called Charles Wigan decided there had to be a better way. Why should we be at the mercy of the big utility companies with their huge overheads, poor service and awful bills? What if there was somebody different, a smaller, far friendlier company that offered more for less? More of the services and customer service you and I want, with less hassle and lower prices. Welcome to Utility Warehouse. Utility Warehouse is one of the UK's biggest and quietest success stories. It's an astonishing company that has grown and grown as more people have discovered its remarkable secret. The idea is simple. They provide you with all your essential utilities in any combination you like. So you can have just one supplier and one bill. And what's clever is the more services you take, the more you save. Clever shoppers have been swarming to Utility Warehouse in their hundreds of thousands, and they've gone on to tell their friends and family about amazing savings and fabulous service they've received. That's how Utility Warehouse has grown, just by people telling other people how fantastic they are. Not heard of them? Well, you'll be pleased to hear that some very influential people have, like Which and MoneyWise magazine. Yes, the people who rate utility providers rate Utility Warehouse very highly indeed. They've won awards, respect, and something that's even more important, something rather rare in the world of utilities: trust. An incredible 93% of their customers said that they would recommend Utility Warehouse to a friend. Why? Because it's a utility company that treats its customers fairly, one that's highly recommended for value and service. And if that's not a fabulous recommendation, what else is? Keep listening or watching to find out more.
So, that's Joanna Lumley saying it. It's a great wee video, isn't it? It explains it quite well.
Yeah.
But that's essentially all you girls do. You just show folk that there's a different route to running their house, because we're all just used to the TV adverts bombarding us, cheap deal here, and all it does is price hike at the back end. Then you move somewhere else, you get a cheap deal, then it price hikes at the back end. Whereas UW is more about consistent long-term pricing, and they've got a Which Award for every service that they offer, pretty much. Yeah, we're currently top broadband, mobile and energy at the moment, all from Which. So, Charlene, from your side of things, so when you were mentoring Claire, how did that work out for you? Were you having to do that? Like, was that you just doing it for nothing, or did the company pay you for that? That's a loaded question, by the way.
Dale, nothing in life is ever for nothing.
Of course. Yeah.
The company pay me. Well, the price plan's changed a little bit, but the company did just to give you like an X amount to mentor someone if they sign someone up. So when we were mentoring you, Claire, how did we break even at any point? I'm trying to had a few. I think I know we were trying to get your dad on board, didn't we? And
there was a few.
Sorry,
to be honest, I think it was after that, really, wasn't it? I think it was after that when but I know you have supported it.
Yeah, I'm supporting Claire, and at the end of the day, she come up against some challenges, which there is at the end of the day. You're always going to come across some hurdles, and my thing with Claire is that we might not have got the sign-ups that we'd hoped for, and maybe even deep down expected. However, that was back in November, December, and we're now approaching August, really. We're July, August, and we call it keeping hold of the rope. Claire has consistently held onto that rope for dear life. And I like to think that with my mentoring as well, she got some good advice, and it's helped her have sustainability. And we were just chatting today, and she said, I believe in the product, and that just filled me with joy. That I was happy that she believes in the whole company and the whole what it stands for, ethical. And even just tonight, I was listening to her, and she was saying about why she was doing it. And if everybody just has their own little why, then you were talking about pension, and you've got the long-term focus. And I love that about you. I just admire you, Claire. You didn't have the biggest start, but and you call yourself a little tortoise. Call yourself whatever you want. You're still here, and I'm so proud of you for that. So yeah. But yeah, the company
definitely all the help you gave me was great, and helped me do those sign-ups later on. So.
Yeah. Charlene, am I right in saying you just got a sign up recently, and it took you a year?
Yes, it did. It did.
That shows you.
No,
don't mention any names, but that shows you. That shows all of us, if we're in the team or thinking of joining the team, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't a case of you join Utility Warehouse, you join the Sacktheboss team, and I said at the start of the call, everything you touch turns to gold. This is a job like any other position. You have good days and bad days. You have to be prepared to accept rejection. You have to be prepared to be motivated. But as long as you hold on to the rope and you're here this time next year, then your business grows, and then it grows and it grows. I've been doing this a long time now, but I tell you what, there's been a few times I've wanted to smash up my laptop and just, go back and just go and get a normal job. But royalty income, you don't get that in a normal job. So if your goal is the long-term thing, you need to be in it for the long term.
It's important.
But they do make it fun along the way, don't they?
They make it fun, yeah.
They make it fun along the way with the incentives and things as well.
You got a little incentive, didn't you? Recently, you got the pizza night, and then you couldn't get doing it.
Yeah, the barbecue and the cinema tickets. So yeah, they do help you to hold the rope by making it lots of fun. Got some Euro goals as well. I think I got 5.
I think it's important to tell everyone listening and watching as well that you don't have to have any kind of background training at all to do this. Yeah. Again, I was in the airline industry for 22 years. You know, I was chicken and beef all the way. And at the end of the day, even duty free, I was like, oh no, I'll avoid duty free. But so I didn't think when I first started this that I could do it, but I believed in it. And I think that just have a little belief in yourself, and there's plenty of help to send you on your way, like I did with Claire, and she got the benefits a bit later on.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you, Charlene, for helping Claire out. And Claire, listen, really well done in that promotion, and well done in qualifying for those incentives as well. Because if you know, we're in Glasgow and you're down in Wigan, we've physically never even met Claire. Yeah, that shows you the beauty of this business, the fact that with a little bit of remote technology, a bit of video conferencing, we're able to start somebody in Wigan, train them, support them, help them hit a promotion, help them hit all these incentives. That shows how flexible this business is and how futuristic this business model is. Because I don't think in a traditional business, we would have struggled to support Claire had it not been for video technology and all the technology that UW have created for us. So look, if you're watching the call, I can see there's folk watching live, but most folk will watch this in a replay. If you know Claire and you want to know a little bit more about how she's able to work something like this into her really busy life so that she can make money every month and build that pension pot, please reach out to her directly through our social media. If you know Charlene, same applies, reach out to her. She's got the Joanna Lumley video she can send over to you. If you've just come across us on the Sacktheboss website and Claire and Charlene have inspired you to inquire, then when you make your inquiry, if you just say Claire or Charlene, and we can connect you directly with the girls. We've got hundreds of folk in the team from all walks of life. My background was car sales. We've got cabin crew, and Claire, forgive me, I don't know your professional background before you started having children.
Well, industrial, really. Customer service. I speak French, so I worked for, but it was really boring. Heavy industrial, air compressors and stuff.
I speak French as well. Bit of Del Boy, mange tout. So listen, just for finishing off, what I want to do, I'm just going to play a video that UW have made just for everyone watching to show how anyone that's got a busy family life can easily fit this as an income opportunity into their life. So thanks everyone, and I will just quickly share this. And yeah, girls, thanks for coming on. If you can stay on at the end, don't get we catch up after. Share families. Share. Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
I first found out about Utility Warehouse by becoming a customer. They told me there was a business opportunity involved. I kind of turned to my husband. I said, "What do you think?" He said, "Look, what have you got to lose?" I'm a mum of 3 crazy but lovely kids. I needed something for myself. I kind of really lost my identity, to be honest.
When I looked at the business for the first time, I did have reservations. Is it going to work? Can I make this work? And the answer is yes, it does work, and it does fit around your life. You can work this business in the nooks and crannies of your day. When I joined, all I wanted was £500 a month because I thought with no childcare, that'd be really good. 3 years on, I've exceeded that, and I'm just so happy.
I didn't really understand what residual income meant before I joined this business. Basically, the income coming into our bank account every month, whether we worked or not, the difference that makes when you know your mortgage is paid every month before you go to work, that gives you real choices. I realised with the opportunity of earning residual income that would buy me back some time. So if I could work hard, then ultimately I'd be able to be at home more for the children, and that's where we are now.
I'm always talking to people, at the school gates, my son's nursery and playgroups, sports clubs, gymnastics, sitting on the side of the swimming pool. There are so many places where I just find myself inadvertently chatting to people, and it just comes so naturally. You don't even realise you're doing it half the time. It's a nice balance to have between being able to be out meeting people, but still be there for the children on a day-to-day basis.
I would definitely give Utility Warehouse a try. You've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. The future just seems amazing now. We've been to Disneyland, Florida last year. Next year, we're going to Greece. I've seen people have massive success in this business, just ordinary people like me. And if they can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, everyone else can.
So we had a wee technical challenge at the start of that, but we got there. So listen,
Right.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you have been, my name's Dale. We're called Sacktheboss. The website's at the bottom of this video. Have a nice night, everyone.